let us come. I welcome you to the session on the third level, which is the lesson in your Vistas, the very first lesson of your Vistas. So let us wait for some seconds and then we will start the third level. Last time we couldn't complete, we have completed it, but because of the audio problem, I promised you to retake this lesson, so I'm here again, keeping my promise. Good evening, and I believe that you all are doing great, staying at home. So let us start with the third level, the very first chapter of your Vistas, written by Jack Finney, and you can see his picture here. Jack Finney. And yes, as usual, just because it's a foreign word, listen to the pronunciation of his name.
Jack Finney. Jack Finney.
Once more.
Jack Finney.
Good. It's not that difficult, but Jack. Yes, so let us read something about this writer. Not in detail, just a little bit. So, Walter Braden or Jack Finney was an American writer, mainly known for his contributions to the science fiction genre. His most popular novels are The Body Snatchers and The Time and Again. Although throughout his career he published nearly 50 novels that encompass the noir, thriller, and comedy genres. So I think this much is more than enough to know that he was an American writer and he is known for his contribution in science fiction genre. Yes. So let us discuss that after this lesson what you are going to learn. So what you are going to learn, number one, you will be able to summarize the story in a gap filling exercise, that is understanding. You would be able to recall the important points of the story through a questionnaire, fill in, reference to context, and MCQ quiz. You would be able to write the character sketch of Mr. Charlie with the help of the style characterization technique already discussed with you. Infer the meaning of some important statements in the story, by writing a short note on it. And debate if Charlie has visited third level, you can write a short note on it. So now come to the representation of your learning experiences. So you are going to acquire through reading, watching, listening. You would be able to investigate many things, discuss. Uh, if not here, I want you to type down some of the important points or your queries or your hotspots and all your doubts so that I may answer. You will be practicing, a lot of practices there, don't worry, which is included in this discussion part as well because you have to do many things. And production, the writing part. So before we move ahead, let us read the background of the story. So what was the time when this story was set in? Dear children, I'm doing it all again with you. I'm doing it all with you, though I have already asked you to read it. Sorry that I forgot to mention once again that story is from a supplementary reader, and you were supposed to, what we say, that you're supposed to read it before attending this class, and I believe that you must have done that. So yes, the background. So I'm dealing all these points with you so that you may have a better understanding of the story. So this story was set up in 50s, when the people were scared, the threat of the atom bomb was fresh in everyone's mind. Children were required to do duck and cover drills at school. Russians have launched the Sputnik, the artificial Earth satellite. The Cold War was inflaming, and the demagogues were saying communists may be hiding in our own government. Who were these demagogues? So these demagogues were actually political leaders who uh, used to seek support by appealing to the desires and prejudices of ordinary people rather than by using rational arguments. Right? And in this atmosphere, Jack Finney wrote a book about escape from all these conditions. In The Third Level, a collection of short stories, Finney wrote about people who were upset with the world they live in. They sought some idyllic place in the country's recent past story. So, what is this idyllic? So, this idyllic is actually extremely happy, peaceful, or picturesque environment or place in the country's recent past. Okay, so again, I'm repeating this line. So he wrote about the people who simply wish to go to some place which was full of extreme happiness, peace, and it was picturesque, beautiful looking at. And in the story, the third level, the mysterious level of Grand Station leads to a town in Ohio in 1894. So this was again a scene that he wrote about escapes. It was a medium to escape. So before we move ahead, I want to show you one slideshow. It was easily available on SlideShare. Just see. So here you are going to see something about the setting of the story, the Grand Central Station. How was it? How it looked like? Where it is? Right. So this is Grand Central Station. You can see the beauty, and it was opened in February 1913. And in 1908, the excavation of Grand Central Station began. You can see this is the balcony of Grand Central Station, and now an Apple store runs here. Yes, you can see the beautiful corridors and the passage. You see this? This is the way people walk through, and the arcs. You see the arc. Yes, arched corridors. And this man in black is wearing a derby hat. Yes, this is actually booking, what we say, window. And you can see a long line there and corridors with arched gates very clearly visible. Yes, this picture was taken in 1919. It is the outside view of the terminal from Vanderbilt Avenue. You have read this word in the text itself. And from here, Charlie has entered the station. This is the first level, this is second level, and there is no third level. First level, second level, third level. Yes, this is the uh, railroad, Central Railroad Station, present metro. Yes, the clock at the Grand Central Station. It still ticks off. You can see the National Guard watching commuters, okay, in the uniform. And these, you can see us, it's not very clear, but yes, blurred image of some of the work, some artwork you can see here on the ceiling. And this is to be noted, it depicted constellation and were made of wood. Yes, so it is shows the next connecting line from here. Now, a little of the vocabulary. Psychiatrist, a medical doctor who has a specialization in some illness related to mind, mental illness. Arched or lady shown, this is all are arc shaped gates and buildings. Spittins, yes, these are the jar like containers where people would spit, but now they are no longer in use. Derby hat, this was the fashion of the beginning of 20th century. Yes, leg of mutton sleeve. So you see the sleeves, they are puffed at the shoulder end and get slimmer or thinner as they move towards the wrist. So these sleeves are known as leg of mutton sleeves. Old and new currency, you can easily make out the difference. Some more. So old and new, very clear. Premium, the spelling is wrong, don't mind that. So premium said it's something extra charge, you can say. Paying premium means extra charge.